boys and girls, welcome to today's Bible lesson. I'm so happy to be with you again. Today, we're still learning in the book of Genesis, and we're learning about a man named Joseph. Hey kids, on your screen, you're going to see a picture that I drew of my family, which includes my mom and dad, me, my brothers, and my sisters. As you can see, I have a lot of brothers and sisters, right? Well, in today's story, there was a family that had 12 brothers. There was 12 sons, so that is a large family. And you know what? The 12 boys did not get along very well. Let's see what happens in our story with Joseph and his brothers.
The Faithful Hall of Fame, Joseph. So this is Joseph.
Hey!
You see, Joseph was the son of Israel and Rachel. Israel loved Joseph more than all 12 of his sons. In fact, he made Joseph a coat to show him how much he loved him. When Joseph's brothers saw this, they hated Joseph. One night, Joseph had a dream. When he awoke, Joseph told the dream to his brothers. He said, "Listen to this dream I had. We were gathering grain when suddenly my bundle of grain rose up and all of you bowed to me." This made his brothers hate Joseph even more. And they said, "You're gonna rule over us?" Then Joseph had another dream. And he told it to his brothers and his father. He said, "Listen, I had another dream, and this time the sun and moon and 11 stars were bowing down to me." This time Israel heard the dream and rebuked Joseph, saying, "Will your mother and brothers and I actually come and bow down before you?" The brothers were even more angry when they heard the second dream. Israel, however, decided to think about what Joseph was saying. One day, Joseph's brothers were working when they saw Joseph coming to meet them. One of his brothers mocked him and said, "Here comes the dreamer. Come on now, let's kill him and throw him away to be devoured by a ferocious animal. Then we'll see what comes of his dreams." One of the brothers named Reuben wanted to rescue Joseph, so he said, "Let us not take his life. Instead, throw him in the pit."
Yeah!
So when Joseph came to his brothers, they attacked him. They took the robe their father had given Joseph. They hoisted Joseph up and threw him into the well. Then they saw a group of men from Midian coming towards them. Judah thought it would be a good idea to sell Joseph to these men. So the brothers sold Joseph to the merchants for 20 shekels. The brothers then took the coat of many colors back to their father and made him believe that Joseph had been killed. Israel wept for his son whom he loved. Meanwhile, Joseph was taken as a slave to Egypt to work in the house of a man named Potiphar, for Joseph's story was only just beginning.
Boys and girls, God never stopped loving his children despite their sinful and selfish ways. Joseph's dreams were from God, and their fulfillment would be an act of grace for everyone involved. God will use Joseph to move his people into Egypt. The Lord was not only shaping Joseph, but also shaping his people into the covenant nation he was preparing them to be part of his unfolding story. God has a wonderful plan for our lives and can turn a bad situation into good. So kids, I challenge you this week to trust God in all that you do, at school or at home. Let's go to God in prayer right now. So kids, close your eyes and put your hands in prayer pose and repeat after me. Dear God, thank you that you can bring about good in our lives. Thank you that you were with Joseph. Thank you that you are with us. Thank you for loving us. We love you back. Amen. For today's Bible activity of Joseph and his coat in Genesis 37, you will need a white piece of paper, a pencil, crayons, or color markers. You will first draw Joseph's coat, and then you will color Joseph's coat with many colors. And that's it for today's Bible activity of Joseph and his coat. Hey kids, this concludes our Bible lesson for today on Joseph and his coat. Stay tuned for next week's lesson where we learn more about Joseph and his travels to Egypt. Hey kids, if you happen to miss church today, you can always watch a replay of today's Bible lesson on Sunday School's YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe. See you next week. Bye!